I ain't forget how to set up my camera, but I forgot how to set up my camera. Oh, there's so freaking much. Like, I don't even know where to start. So like, if I'm being honest, I feel like I've been on the verge of like a breakdown / meltdown for the last 5 months. The walls is closing in on me. Like I need something to do, right? Like I love doing this. I need something to do. And it's not that I don't have shit I got a lot to do. There's a lot I could be doing, right? Mental health is a big deal right now. Like, yo, it's wild. It is wild. It is bonkers. So your girl is 26 now, a mother of 3, 2 under 2 at that. To me, the purpose of this life update is obviously so I can look back on it in a couple months and see, you know, the progression and how far I've come with what I'm dealing with right now. There's just like an overload of imbalance, right? And it's me, like the imbalance in my hormones, imbalance in my emotions, in just like me. I've been in a little bit of a rut, obviously a functional rut, right? I'm always in some sort of a functional tizzy, right? Like I'm affected. I'm like obviously affected, but I just keep doing like the day-to-day shit, you know what I mean? So I'm unpacking. I'm unpacking so much. I have not been in therapy since the end of my pregnancy with my middle kid. I've learned so much.
Gemini, yeah, 1 queen, 2 sides, 1 me, Woosah, yeah, all time. You a whole vibe, we can both shine. My Gemini.
If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. Alright, let me stop playing. Y'all. What is up, man? Listen, I tried to record this video the other day and my kids was just overwhelming me. So it didn't come out right. Or not that it didn't come out right, I didn't get to finish it. Really, I'm wanting to get back to me. Even though I don't even entirely know what that looks like. I'm realizing too that I can't get back to me. There is no such thing as getting back to me because the me I was before didn't have the experience I have now. That me was not structured for what I'm dealing with now. Do you know what I'm saying? So I kind of dismissed the whole getting back to me, and now I'm focused, really focused on trying to figure out what the hell it is that I like, that I want, that I need, you know? This is supposed to be a genuine life update, like a real one. And I feel like I might be accomplishing that this time. I feel a little more at ease and a little more clear as far as where I'm trying to go. Not a new direction, because this ain't nothing new. I got over 40 videos on my channel. That this was something that I looked forward to doing. It was something that made me feel good. I really felt like I was building a community because I had so many different ideas to put out. Part of me feels like I can't because y'all don't know me now. You don't know who I am now. Even if you knew me 4 or 5 years ago, I'm a different person. I really am. Motherhood has changed me. Navigating adulthood has changed me. My bad. Kid was tripping. Yeah, navigating adulthood is fierce. It's really fierce. I feel like 26 with 3 kids in a monogamous relationship and really just trying to figure out who I am outside of being a mother, outside of being somebody else's other half. Like what does it mean to be me? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. I have a really good, a good idea. But this isn't me making excuses for myself or anything, but I have encountered so many different things, right? Just when I think I'm getting a grasp on shit, something else happens, and then, you know, I gotta adjust and then come up here, and then, oh, okay, I got it, and then something else happens, and that, you know, it's been a lot of that, like a whole, like more than you can ever imagine. So it's taking a toll on my mental health, right? Speaking of mental health, okay, so I found out after I moved back to Florida in 2017. My oldest kid was only 11 months old. I went to therapy and realized that I was dealing with postpartum depression. Could you believe it? Like, at least for me, it didn't look like what I expected depression to look like, or what I see depression to look like for other people. I can't speak on anybody else's experience, but for me, I don't feel like I was depressed. To me, it wasn't a depression. It was more of like it wasn't a depression. It was more of a compression. Like, you know, the compression garment. Yeah, you know how like shapewear holds you in? Like, I feel like I was more compressed than depressed, if that makes sense. Like, what I was dealing with then, I had no idea even that that's what it was. I just figured I was growing up, you know? My wants changed, my needs changed, the things I cared about changed. And so to me, I just assumed that this was just the evolution of me. This is what Myricia does to get through shit, you know? But it turns out that I had postpartum depression. And so I said all that to say that after having my second kid, the middle kid, that kind of swung, that kind of swung around again, but in a totally different way. Totally different, right? So there was that. And then after having my third kid, now that I was more aware of what the possibilities were as far as my mental health and how I could really like just change overnight and not even understand what is really going on with me, I was a little more careful and a little more aware of like what I should be doing to like navigate that kind of thing. And so with the third kid, it wasn't that bad. It was then categorized as like baby blues, you know? They made it cute for me. It was more of just an influx in hormones and then everything just dropping and then everything coming back down to try and regulate itself. It was just a lot. It took a toll on your girl, like really, really bad. Really, really bad. And it is only now, right, that my youngest is 8 months old now, that I'm feeling, I don't know what to call it, but I'm feeling better. I feel different. I feel something, right? It's hilarious to even think about saying, because right after I had my third kid, you couldn't, literally a day after I had birthed a whole baby, you couldn't tell me that I had just given birth. I felt so normal. I felt so like me. The clarity was insane. And then of course, that was a little fudged by my baby needing to spend 9 days in the NICU and the whole like thing. So, and then for a very, very, very long time, like on top of that stuff, I've been in a really weird place with my mom for like the last couple years or so. We're not communicating and whatnot. And then in tandem with that, the first half of this year, my siblings were able to come and live with me for a little bit. And that was great. They got to know my kids and like having my house full, you know what I mean? Like having kids like everywhere I looked for a little bit was a lot. Y'all, it's just like, I was trying to, please forgive me if I'm like all over the place, because this don't have no structure to it. This video right here has absolutely no structure. I had no real plan, right? I wrote down a couple things, and you see, I ain't even touched my phone at this point, because there's some stuff that I just need something for me. I need to do something for me. I just need to do something for me. Waking up and knowing like, okay, today I'm gonna record a video, and like getting dressed or doing my makeup or putting on lashes or something. Not to say that I need all of that to feel good about me, but the act of it, right? It gave me something to look forward to. It fed my creativity and my need for like outward expression in a different way. And because I've fallen off of that, I'm making some changes here. Also, like, I mean, we all got trauma, right? We've all been through some shit. We've all had to deal with something. But me personally, I don't really have that great of a track record when it comes to like loving on somebody, you know? Somebody that isn't my children, right? Like, obviously I've got uncles and aunties and family friends that are married and stuff. Well, my mother and my father were together for 14 years, but by the time I was 5, 6, that was over with. So like, I didn't really get to see you know, like the happy married couple type deals, at least in my immediate environment, right? Granted, my mother had been in a relationship with my stepfather since I was 8, and you know, he's still in my life to this day, but their relationship is not at all what I would model my relationships after. So I don't have a constant or regular reminder outside of Instagram or seeing other people's relationships to kind of help shape and mold like what I see or what I would want a relationship to be like for me. So, and then of course, like saying that, like some of my older subscribers might remember that I was married at a point. I got married in 2016, and I was in that relationship from 2013 till about 2017. The marriage itself lasted 5 years, right? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, the marriage itself lasted a little less than 5 years, like the actual legitimate part of it, but the relationship had ended by 2017. So the divorce was finalized in 2021, March of 2021. So since that point, it's just kind of been like, like obviously I do want to be married again at some point, but I don't know. Shit's just weird right now, yo. It's just weird. Just trying to navigate what it looks like for me, like what my part is in the whole thing, right? Still trying to figure that out. Anyhow, moving past that, I'm running a business now. I'm technically a full-time loctician. I have about 50 to 60 clients in my area, so that's doing pretty well, and I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I've been doing hair since I was 14. I got a couple friends whose locks I started. I don't even know if they still have locks now, but like back in the days. But something about locks, man, it's always been something that I love. I've just been, you know, focused on that, trying to build my clientele some more so that my books are full and I'm busy and paid. I feel like there's so much more that I could talk about. I could sit here and just talk to my camera for hours, literally. And that's weird because just last week I was having trouble like trying to convince myself that this would be fun again, right? All in all, there's so much good happening in my life. There is so much positivity. I have so much to be grateful for, so much to be thankful for. And I want to make a habit of ending every video with gratitude, making sure that I'm expressing how thankful I am, not just to y'all, but to my higher power and myself, so that I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? I learned something just recently. Anxiety and gratitude can't exist in the same space. Our brains don't compute them at the same time. Like it's either one thing or the other. I'm pretty sure somebody out there will find a way to make their brains, you know, do both, but I like to think about it as I can either do one or the other. And if I'm gonna pick, if I have the choice, I would choose gratitude over my stressors, over my anxieties, over the things that dig at me, you know? I'm grateful for my kids, I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for the house that we live in, I'm grateful for the breath in my body and the people that I encounter. I'm grateful for the relationships that I've been able to build and maintain. I'm grateful for the ones that I had to let go and that taught me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. That way, next time I come back, I got something to talk about. If y'all have any questions for me or just want to check in with your girl and say, hey, like, I'm really looking forward to having a really decent community of people. If y'all are still here, thank you so much for watching, checking in with me. For real, I feel like this is only the beginning. And I say that a lot. I say that so much, but it's only the beginning. You can start and start again. Start and start again. Yeah, this feels good. and yo, what's so crazy? This made me so happy to see. I don't know how long y'all been watching YouTube videos, but I've been watching YouTube videos for like a long time. And like some of the OGs are coming back, right? I don't know if y'all peep. It's my Ray is back. Bree Hall just posted a video. Like the oldies are coming back to YouTube for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but maybe there's a shift. Maybe we all feeling like, dang, we missed this community, because even I've never been huge on YouTube, but I built a little piece of I had a little piece of something. It feels really, really good to know that I'm not the only one that has had to square up with fucking adulting a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the only one who was taking out the game. Motherhood kind of, stressed us out a little bit. I'm not the only one that went through some shit and had to come up out some shit, All that to say, here I am. It's me, Myricia La'Rease, and this will have to be a new or a reintroduction to me. For y'all and for me, because we don't know. People living in my head, like, we don't know who we are. We're trying to figure it out. We're gonna get it together though. I have faith in that. We are going to get it together. I have so much faith in that. I have a lock update coming soon because it just hit 4 years for my hair. And this is the longest that my hair has been since I was a little kid. So I want to talk about it. Turn on your notifications if you want to. That way you can see me again. That's it. That's all I got. So we cool? I hope we cool. So my kid is calling me. So I love y'all and I'll catch y'all in my next video. Bye. Say hi. Hi. You see you right there? You see Kamila? Hi, Kamila. Hi, Kamila. I love you. Okay, go in your room.